Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to come at it from a different position than where we are right now. Like a much different position, if I remember right. Okay. Press on a little bit further here. These things, they might look a little scary at first, and they can be. Don't get me wrong. Thankfully, they don't have a ton of HP either. But just like everything in Dark Souls, don't let them cluster up on you. Otherwise, you're in for a pretty bad time. Says my best friend Sans Undertale. Alright. You also do have to start watching out now that we're a little bit lower down here in Blighttown for some nasty little airborne enemies. There's these weird blood-sucking mosquitoes. Probably carrying malaria for all I know. I mean, down here, what aren't they carrying? What is happening to my camera? Oh, I got toxic because my camera was being a bastard. No. You are the worst. You took advantage of a situation, and I don't appreciate it. Well, at least I do have the blooming purple moss. I got 5 of them still, so that's not a huge loss. I can always buy more if I need to as well. Yeah, there's like these, I think you can see a couple of them. You can see one lurking up from underneath. Oh, Lord. All right, no, get him. Oh, gosh, this is terrifying. I hate these. I just hate the look of these guys. They don't do a ton of damage, but they do come at you from... Like, I swear to God, all these monsters, these little mosquito guys, we got the Wanderer set here, which is the starting set for one of the classes, I believe. Maybe not, I might be remembering that wrong, but it is a pretty decently defensive set against poison as well, much like the Shadow set that we got earlier. Okay, this is not great, but thankfully they were clustered in such a way that it actually didn't end up being too bad. Because I could just skewer them with my mighty halberd. Yeah, these mosquitoes, though. Oh no! I thought I had my shield out. Well, at least I got hit, but I was also healing up. So I mean, it worked out in the end. Strangely, there's like so many of these guys, and they just fly at you from any distance in Blighttown. No matter if they're on the complete opposite side of the friggin' swamp. And most of the time, your weapon, like if you're on the same level as them, then hitting them can be a problem because they're at your like head level, and oftentimes you don't have a weapon or an attack that can hit their exact position unless you have a bit of a slope like I do right here, which is why I'm going to try and wait for these guys, bait them out, and see if I can do one of those. There you go. They also play a little bit on my perspective here. Like, I think I can hit him from right there, yeah, but like it didn't look like that would hit to me. I don't know. It might just be me. Okay, well this is... I think I'm going to try and see if any of these guys want to come up this way instead of me coming down to them, because that does not look like a fun time. But I might just have to bite the bullet here and try at least get a plunging attack off on one. That guy's going to... Oh, no. Okay, we're all right so far. This guy is stuck here. Easy pickings. And that guy, I might be able to wrap around here and get a nice shot off on you. Yup. Oh no. They do also poison you pretty quickly. Not careful. All right, get a little higher. Perfect. Perfect. That guy I'm not even going to worry about because I don't want to befall to whatever fate he's succumbed to either. Now, I might recommend swapping to the rusted iron ring at this point, because we're about to enter into the swamp of Blighttown itself. Once we hit that water, number one, well, like a couple things are going to happen. First off, you're going to start getting poisoned like immediately, and I think I'm not going to worry about swapping to like a set that has higher poison resistance or anything like that. I'm just going to bite the bullet and accept that I'm going to get poisoned here, and I'll just heal it off slowly. At the very least, poison is better than toxic. It's much slower to deal its damage. And number two, you can see we're moving quite a significant amount slower. Not so much for the time being that I'm going to worry about the rusted iron ring, because I don't want to get rid of either of my rings right now. Actually, you know what? I can pretty safely get rid of the Darkmoon Seance ring. It'll just get rid of Greylord's Sword Dance, and I mean, for all that we're using that, for all the amazing use that we're getting out of that spell, I think we can afford to let it go, don't you? I probably should be using it more. If I remembered that I had it on, that probably would have helped. Oh god, more of these mosquitoes. Run for it, Marty. We just got to get around the corner here, yeah, and we got ourselves a bonfire. I was so excited for it that my voice just started lisping all of a sudden. I was like, oh, get around the corner. Here we are. All right, we are now... I was admittedly a little anxious getting here, as I always am, because it's such a long trek from that first bonfire in Blighttown to the second one here. But once you get to the second one, you're in a pretty good position. There's also this very ominously placed chest, liar ahead, that is not actually accurate. You can open this just fine, and you get a free dragon scale out of the deal. I don't know what the presentation of this chest is all about. It seems like this is where we were meant to fight something at some point, or... I don't know, I guess it's just really just an old construct of a sewer, when you think about it, just part of an aqueduct. I digress. For the time being, I am going to kindle this bonfire, because I think it is a good idea. So let's use one of these twin humanities. Might as well get the bang for our buck. The twin humanities don't have any benefit over regular humanities other than giving you 2 humanities. So, like, you can use them both to heal, and I'm pretty sure the twin humanities heal the same amount as a regular humanity. Also got a summon sign that's just appeared there. I believe that's just another random player down in Blighttown here who might want to help us out. I'm doing all right so far, so thank you kindly, whatever your name is here. Let's just find out real quick. Jolo. I see he's a fan of Shiva at the very least, and he's got the spider shield. I mean, I can respect a man of such intellect. Let's keep on pressing through here, because once you get to the base of Blighttown, you've only just begun, really. Honestly, you've made it through the worst if you've made it to this point, because all those, like, wooden scaffoldings... Oh, yeah, Maneater Mildred is the thing as well. This is an NPC invasion, so don't be too worried about it. You can see her over there. She's about to charge on through here. She's got herself a rusted iron ring, apparently, because this mud is not stopping her. My goodness. I can respect the gumption, Mildred. Jeez Louise, like, she's not got a stitch on her, practically, except the bare basics of a loincloth and a little leather bra or whatever. Okay. Well, that went very poorly. I can't believe that just happened. Will, okay, because I have a question here, because Maneater Mildred, I believe, drops her weapon, the butcher's knife, when you kill her. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use a humanity here and reverse hollowing again, and hope that she invades again, or maybe that her item is still just there on the ground. We'll see. Because I would like to get that weapon, and I hope I didn't just get screwed out of it. If I did, I mean, it's not the end of the world, because I don't know how much I would have used it in the long run anyway, but that was just a very, very poor timing for those mosquitoes. I could have handled it better, surely, but come on. Okay. Well, I mean, those are my souls. I don't think hers are still here, are they? And it doesn't seem like she's gonna appear again. So I think I'm just screwed out of that, I guess? I mean, that sucks, but... Because I would have liked to show that off. I mean, you could see what she was doing with the butcher's knife and everything. Man, that's just... That just puts a sour taste in my mouth, though. But you know what? That's Dark Souls. You get caught in just the wrong moment, and you can get screwed out of it. At any rate, we do also have an old friend down here. This guy won't be here. As you might recognize him. Met him up in Darkroot Garden. This is Shiva. And he won't be here unless you are in the Forest Hunter's Covenant when you come through here. I just want to make sure that there's no mosquitoes who are going to come by and interrupt my conversation here before I get started. It looks like that guy's just wagging his dead little tail, so I think we're alright.
Hello again. Strange to meet away from the clan and the forest.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing down here, but you could say the same for me, I guess.
I love collecting these things, but I can only keep so many. And you know, you are a friend.
Oh, thanks. we get an employee discount, and we get to learn a gesture of looking skyward. I think it's more used as a facepalm than to look skyward. He actually sells the stone greatsword here and the demon great machete. That's a pretty badass weapon. He's got the shotels, which are the same weapons that Lautrec uses, I believe. Uchigatana. Oh, you can get the Uchigatana. I thought you could only get it from killing the undead merchant. My bad. Washing pole, which is a huge katana, if I remember right. Very unusual specimen with a long blade. Blade is extremely long, but as a result quite easily broken. So yeah, probably very low 60 durability. Yeah, that's awful. Demon's Great Axe you can also pick up here. How much strength do you need for that? 46, so we could two-hand that one if we wanted to get it, but I think... I don't know. It might be fun to play around with. Wielded by lesser Taurus demons, this axe is imbued with no special power, but can merrily beat foes to a pulp, providing you have the strength to wield it. Merrily beat foes to a pulp. They've got the claw, demon spears. Look at all these demon weapons. I don't know where you been. Flamberge is also... Flamberge actually isn't too bad. Got that 14 dexterity requirement. Which, do I have 14 dex? I think I only have 13, don't I? It's a great sword. Choice weapon of the Slithering Serpent Men of Sen's Fortress. Ooh, spoiler alert. This weapon is designed to flay the skin and cause heavy bleeding. Nifty, nifty. Well, I think I am going to pass on these for the time being, because I still want to save my souls. Actually, I have enough souls to get one level here, so I should go back and do that to get my strength towards that Dragon King's Great Axe. But thank you, I'll remember this. Shira, or Shiva. It's Shiva, right? I always want to say Shira, but... Well, he's got nothing more to say. I was about to close that window and hope and like let him talk, but apparently not. He's also got his ninja friend, Ninja Brian, hanging out in the back. Let's make our way back to that bonfire. I'm still a little miffed about missing out on that butcher's knife from Maneater Mildred, but that's okay. At the end of the day, if I really wanted it, I can go to New Game Plus and just get invaded again. Of course, that's not for a while down the road. Let me go ahead and level up here. I might, between these 5,493 souls remaining and the consumable souls that I have, I might just have enough in order to get that last level that I need. Let's go ahead and start using these up. There's one more level and I'll be able to wield the Demon... Not the Demon King. The Demon King's Great Axe. That would be pretty badass too. But the Dragon King's Great Axe, let me try 2 of these. I don't know if I need to necessarily. Probably didn't, but that should be more than enough. Let's go ahead and level up our strength one last time here. One last time. We're gonna teach him how to say goodbye to the halberd today, because we're gonna wield the Dragon King Great Axe, hold with both hands to use effectively. And boy howdy I will. Look at this massive thing, dude. Oh my god. I don't think I need the shield for the time being, because there's not any blow dart guys actually down in the swamp part of Blighttown, from what I remember. At least not this particular section. I could also use I might as well just use the rest of these consumable souls to try and get up to another 5,000, maybe 10,000 if I can manage it. Probably not between the souls that I have left, so I'm just going to stick it there so that we can reinforce this weapon. Because we do have a dragon scale and we only need 5,000. Oh, we need 10,000 souls. Okay, well, shucks. I mean, that sucks, but we do have 2 dragon scales now, so we could upgrade it twice if we get enough souls for the deal. But these are not going to be enough, so let me just press on here. We'll just use it bare bones. It's still going to be more damage than our halberd was at its base level. But it comes at the cost of great movement, swing speed. But I'm much more used to like using great axes and stuff than I am with great swords, as I was with like the stone great sword and that sort of thing. This one is much more in my wheelhouse. Even though it's like the same speed, I think it's just got a little bit more familiarity to it, you know? Is all I can say. It does also have a massive, like, special attack, if I remember right. I'll try and show that one off in a minute here against whichever enemy happens to cross my path next, which I think I see a prime target over there, heaving a boulder above his head. Dark Spirit Rorek. Oh, no. That's a real person. Well, I don't know where he is, but I guess we'll cross that when we come to it. He might just kill us. I mean, it seems like a pretty likely outcome, honestly, given my extremely low vitality. And if he gets the jump on me, then that's just going to be the end of all things there. Oh my god, 403 damage to that tiny little mosquito motherfucker. That's hilarious. Heal up here. I'm just keeping my eyes peeled. There's not a lot of places to hide if he wants to, like, run up on me in Blighttown here, so... Let me just see. I don't want to... I kind of don't want to move on to the boss, because the boss is pretty nearby for Blighttown. I could just make a bum rush for that, and then he wouldn't be able to fight me, because he just gets banished out of my world when I go to the boss fight. But that's just kind of like the coward's way out. I want to fight this guy one-on-one if it's going to really come to that. If it's going to come to blows, let it come to blows. I am an honorable fighter. He's not. I went for the heal, and that just, you know... Okay. Alright, mister. Good fight to you, too. You know, we got some damage off on him because he's poisoned at least. Yeah, stay down. I get it. I get it. You're taking a cheap shot on me. I'm just... For all you know, this is my first time through Blighttown, you asshole. I mean, probably not, because I'm hanging out in here with the Dragon King Great Axe, which is not usually a weapon that first-timers are inclined to use, because most of them probably won't have the stats to use it, because they'll be much more invested in endurance and vitality than I am at this point, so... Oh, that was silly. Well, at any rate, now that we're not human anymore, we won't have to worry about that as much. I should make... Oh, hold on. What the hell? I forgot that she was there. Before I go talking to that lady and not hitting her with my great axe, as apparently I was so inclined to do, I don't know what my problem was there. I just went in swinging. Let me go talk to her in a second, but I want these souls back, because we're building up to that upgrade on this weapon. Once we fight the boss, we should, or I guess once we beat the boss more appropriately, let's not be too presumptuous yet, then we'll be in a better position to upgrade this. Alright, push on through here. Where was she? She's just sitting over here behind this pillar. I didn't realize this lady would be here, to be perfectly honest. I thought you had to have a pyromancy flame in order to even encounter her down here, but lo and behold, here she is. You can get out of here, though. This is a private conversation. I won't have the likes of you mosquito fly-on-the-wall assholes. Alright, well, this one's just disappearing, so, I mean, that's fine, I guess. Go ahead and heal up with this purple moss clump just for the time being. How are you doing?
A mere undead.
Yeah.
Yet you can see me.
A little imaginary friend here.
I am Quelaana of Izalith. I am not often revealed to walkers of flesh. You have a gift. Are you too one who seeks my pyromancy, like Solomon?
I mean, I don't see a reason why not, so sure. I think the reason I might be able to see her actually comes down to me having the old witch's ring from the start of the game. Because that is related to Izalith, so, that might be part of it.
Yes, of course. It should be expected. Very well. You shall be my pupil, but to pursue my pyromancy...
You must give something up.
You must give something up. Are you prepared to do this?
I mean, I guess so. I don't have a pyromancy flame is the thing. So, I mean, look at all these great pyromancies, though. Undead Rapport, that's the one that makes the enemies fight for you. That one's so funny. This is very interesting. I honestly thought that you had to have at least a pyromancy flame in order to see her here, but I think it's that old witch's ring. Despite not having it equipped, it's just having it on my person, I guess, that does the trick.
Long ago, I accepted another pupil like yourself. Over 200 years ago, there was a man almost as bungling as you. In your world, he was called Solomon, the master pyromancer. The little rascal really made something of himself.
Sounds like the origin story for a demonic lich or something, I don't know.
Pyromancy is the art of invoking and manipulating fire. But remember one thing. Always fear the flame, lest you be devoured by it and lose yourself.
I mean, even then, I just respawn to the bonfire anyway, right? See it happen again. Oh no! It was the origin story for some dark entity. Poor Salaman, dude.
Pyromancy is the art of invoking.
Alright, she's just gonna keep on saying that. Has she got anything more to say, like if I try to just leave here?
No luck. Well, young pupil, you must have patience, but do not keep me waiting much longer.
I mean, presumably you're not going anywhere if you're just hanging out here barefoot, no less. I mean, there are better places to be pawning your pyromancies, is all I can say. Got another large titanite there. That'll be nice to upgrade our halberd a little bit further. So yeah, these big Chungus guys are pretty scary if you encounter them in large groups, which you can see that they're trying to encounter us in large groups here. But I might be able to pull some of them away. Let me see here. Yeah, this guy's gonna come at me. He might throw his rock, which is a very scary attack. Or he might just do that. That's also possible and honestly preferred. Oh, we got the backstab. I forgot you could do that to these guys. And the rock drops on him too. Doesn't do any damage, unfortunately, and he takes so long to pick it back up. Apparently he's immune in that process, though, so let's just get behind him and slap him in the booty again. I'm alright with that. A pickaxe? I think that's actually a kind of a rare drop from these guys. Where's this? Oh, good lord. There's a mosquito. There's a couple of them. They were waiting. They were ready and waiting. They actually gave me the privacy that I requested to talk with Quelaana there. Or was it Quelaana of Izalith? The pyromancer chick. I just want to check out this pickaxe real quick. If it's somewhere in here. I know it's a weapon. It's not like a key item. It's like use this to mine runite ore. Here we go. Traditionally a mining tool, but the hard cone of the pommel is effective in battle. A downward swing of the pickaxe can crush a stone. A human head would be an afterthought. Oh man. Such brutal imagery. Only 14 strength required. Might try that one out. That could be an interesting change of pace, although not right now, because it's not upgraded and I don't have the means to upgrade it very much at my current position here. Alright, these guys, despite the arc of my swing very clearly hitting them, they are still proving a little bit devastating. Oh, he's going to chuck his rock. Nice try, Buster Brown. I'll just roll right through that crap. Oh, and he just apparated one back on top of his head. Let me try this. Okay, I mean, that probably would have been cool if he wasn't in, like, in an invulnerable phase at that moment. I think that also probably screwed the durability up on this Dragon King Great Axe just a little bit. Oh, I think there was only, like, 50 durability that I used, so that's not too shabby compared to the 200 that I used on the Stone Greatsword for its special move. Also get a great club here, man. All sorts of awesome weapons that we're picking up today. This is probably down in the... yeah, down right here. Look at this bad boy. We actually have enough to wield it one-handed if we really wanted to. Giant tree branch serves as a wooden club, as all giant tree branches would, I would think. Smashes enemies from upside the head. The leaping attack's a trademark of clubs, and this giant club is no exception. Let me see that bad boy in action. Yeah! Oh, this would be a fun one to mess around with, too. Not gonna lie, but for right now, I think this Dragon King Great Axe is pretty good. The one thing about the dragon weapons, the Dragon King Great Axe and like all the other dragon weapons that we'll come across in time, I'm sure. There's not too many in the game. But the one big downside to them is that they kind of just have fixed damage. Like, their damage will upgrade as you upgrade the weapons, it'll go up. But it doesn't scale with your stats, so regardless of what level of strength you have, it'll always do the same amount of damage. Which is kind of a reason to, like, not use it, but the amount of damage that they do is usually just mind-boggling anyway on its own, even without that scaling effect, so let's just pop into Quelaag's domain here. I'm also going to go ahead and pop a blooming purple moss clump, just a regular purple moss clump actually, joke's on you, haha. And make my way down through this lovely little entryway that we got here. Oh, here's the main foyer. I love what you've done with the place, Quelaag. So lovely. Probably don't want to kill these guys actually because they drop this massive, writhing, terrible worms, which are like one of the worst. And dude, this thing is relentless. Holy crap! Did you see him go? Just slam him down, please. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please no. Oh god. Oh good lord. Just get him. What the frick, dude? The tunnel is too high, or it's too low actually. Problem. Come on, this one little worm is not gonna stop me. I'm so close to the boss fight. Dude, how is this not hitting? Are you seeing this crap? All right, look, this is too much. I'm just running past. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Just bushwhack past him. That's what I get for actually just like killing that guy anyway. I should have known better at this point. And here is our next boss. This is actually much like the Bell Gargoyles. This is the guardian of the final Bell of Awakening, the second Bell of Awakening. Chest ahead. I mean, that's just a classic note. Need master. All these messages will make sense in due time, don't you worry. Let's go ahead and push on through here. Whew, did it get a little hot in here, or is it just the giant demon spider? Oh my goodness. So yeah, this is Chaos Witch Quelaag, one of the daughters of the Witch of Izalith. If you're following the lore of this place, I mean you should be. I believe that the Pyromancer that we met outside was also one of the daughters of the Witch of Izalith, amazingly, so... Man, we are actually tearing through her with this Dragon King's Great Axe, though, although you gotta be on your guard as well, because you can see that this thing is also tearing through my HP pretty quick. Okay. The more that she gets these lava pools out, the harder it's going to be to dodge around, so we just got to be careful here. And also, watch out for when she hugs the spider's head, because that's when she's about to go for a massive, like, magic blast attack. But we actually saw it early on in the fight and managed to get out of the way. You don't ever want to, at least in my experience, you don't want to really roll through that attack, the magic blast. You want to roll through that if you can manage it. And then, past her here. All right. Oh man. This spider is so agile. I would expect it from the woman to be agile, but not the spider so much. That guy's a bit of a chunky guy. All right, I should be able to get one hit off there. That's good. Ooh. I wonder if she would be affected by my toxic from the Gravelord sword. I don't just want to find out by trying to switch right now, though. She's not too bad of a fight, all things told. I think I'm having... I mean, even with, like, my massive... Oh, God, even without my upgraded weapon, I should say. Oh! Oh, Lord, okay. Don't get too cocky just yet. I've got her on the ropes, but she's also had me on the ropes, like, several times already, so... You know, I'm going to heal that one off. I saw how much damage she did with one of her attacks before. Almost knocked me clean out. Someone just rang the Bell of Awakening. You heard that in the background. One more good hit, and we should have her number. I mean, if you just want to end this fight, and I'll just take your number, Quelaag. That also works out fine for me, but alright. Apparently her number is 288 as we deal the Defining Blow there. Defining Blow. That would have been a great... climactic moment if you hadn't messed up the phrasing on it. Got the Soul of Quelaag, Twin Humanities. No Homeward Bone this time, because it's actually not too far to the next bonfire regardless. And that is that. The second boss soul that we've gotten out of this, and this one actually upgrades to a pretty nifty weapon. Probably not one that I'm going to use, but special beings have special souls. Quelaag's soul contain the aspect of all chaos, or all aspects of chaos. Excuse me. The Witch of... Once a daughter of the Witch of Izalith, but now a chaos demon. So I guess she's been engulfed by the overwhelming chaos of the flame. I believe the thing with the Witch of Izalith is that she was trying to recreate the first flame that kind of spawned the Age of Fire initially, because the Age of Fire was beginning to fade, as we remember from the opening cutscene. And the Witch of Izalith was using her Daughters of Chaos, or with the help of her Daughters of Chaos anyway, trying to rekindle that initial flame, but it kind of went all to shit and became this, more or less, what you're seeing out there right now, and all demon kind and all of chaos itself was just birthed from that. So she kind of messed up on that front, but I mean, at least her daughter was hot. One of her daughters anyway. I'm not sure what to say about the other one. We couldn't really see her face. At any rate, with that out of the way, I think it's time to pull this lever and see just what the hell is going to happen with these Bells of Awakening. I'm ready, man. And that's when we get our homeward bone. Funny that. So yeah, now that gate that has been so tantalizingly taunting us since our first arrival at the Undead Parish. The one that Sigmire of Katarina, the big guy in the onion type armor, was sitting next to. That gate is open, which will allow us to progress basically to the second half of Dark Souls, more or less. What you want to watch out for, though, is, of course, be wary of Hidden Path. Don't want to miss out on this. This is actually a fairly important one. Believe it or not, by the look of things here. You do see the bonfire, so obviously that's important. Also got this guy. Don't kill him. You can actually see we get to talk to this one, so don't make that mistake that I did on my first playthrough.
Oh dear. What have we here? Are you a new servant?
I mean, I get the feeling that I probably shouldn't say no. He seems a little bit devout, just judging by his posture. Sure.
But you have no eggs.
I mean, they're on the inside.
Go along and have audience with
Our fair lady.
Pray that you will mind your manners.
I'll do my best, dude, if you just want to clear out of the way. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, you're worse than King Zora. Just get out of the friggin' way. Thank you. Good lord, it takes 10 million years to move. This bonfire actually comes pre-kindled, so that's pretty dope. We didn't even have to light it ourselves. We also have, we have this lovely lady here. So if you talk to her here, you won't actually understand what she's saying unless you equip the old witch's ring, in which case we can get a little more of what she's all about. So let's see about this.
Quelaag, my dear sister.
Aww.
Quelaag, what is it?
So yeah, I don't know. I guess she can't see us, or she senses Quelaag's soul in our possession, but she does have a covenant here, and she is also a firekeeper, so she can reinforce our Estus flask if we get a firekeeper soul. We don't have any right now, but that's why this bonfire is kindled here, because she's already tending to it. What more do you gotta say?
Quelaag, my dear sister, the eggs, it hurts. They've gone still. I am afraid it may be too late. I am so sorry, dear sister.
Gotta feel for this girl. I mean, she might be a scary-ass chaos demon, but there's still a little bit of humanity somewhere in there, is all I can say.
I'll be fine.
Oh, dear.
I have you, dear sister.
Alright, maybe we shouldn't tell her what just transpired upstairs.
You will take care of yourself.
I mean, she did until the bitter end, so there's that at least. That's all she's got for right now. We can enter her covenant here.
Enter a covenant again. Of course. Let me try.
So this will abandon our Forest Hunter's covenant, so Shiva will not be available to sell us things until we switch back to that covenant, but we can just do that at a bonfire regardless. Let's go ahead and see what this one's all about. Get ourselves a pretty awesome pyromancy in the form of the Great Chaos Fireball. It's actually really, really good. And now we can offer her humanity to increase our level in this covenant, which I might do in the future because it actually unlocks something kind of important. So we'll see about that.
Goodbye, Quelaag. Do be safe.
Man, there's always just... I don't know the full story behind her here. I think her name is Quelaana, but... yeah, I don't know the full story, but there's some serious tragedy going on here. I'm sure you can surmise that much. This, despite its looks, is actually, I'm pretty sure there's nothing that ever goes on with this weird hallway. It's just kind of here. Maybe they planned for something in the future, or like it was in development, but they didn't have enough time to finish it. I don't know about that. What more you gotta say?
You speak the tongue of the fair lady.
Yeah, you jealous?
Do not be rash with your pride.
Excuse me. Do you not see this massive axe that I could just smite you with?
The fair lady, there will be hell to pay.
Try anything funny. I mean, maybe with her sister, but I think this girl's seen enough.
There is no time for idle
Oh, excuse
chat.
me for trying to be a conversationalist. Just want to make some
Fair
friends down
lady
here.
And what she may need.
All right. So this guy you can also buy. You can buy the servant roster to see how you rank amongst the Daughters of Chaos, which is that covenant we just joined. We can also modify equipment in order to try and, I think he upgrades your Pyromancy Flame, if I remember right, much like Quelaana outside, so that's another option for us. Let me go ahead and rest on over here, and I can use these souls that I've just acquired to actually upgrade this Dragon King's Great Axe a little bit. We should be able to upgrade it twice with the amount of souls that we got. Get it up to 456 goddamn damage. That is so enormous. Let's compare that. I mean, the Gravelord sword, still pretty good. I think they're about the same speed too, so I think this might just be like a straight upgrade. Stone Great Sword has lower physical damage significantly, but it does have magic damage as well. So every weapon has its pros and cons, that's for sure. Which is why I kind of like switching between them as we go through here. For right now, I think that might be where we call it quits here. We've just rung the second bell of awakening. I think that is a pretty good spot to end things off. So next time, we might check out this little passage here. There's probably not too much for us down there just yet anyway. And there's still a decent amount of Blighttown left to explore, the base of it. We kind of just like bum rushed the boss just because I was kind of in the mood to. But there is a significant amount on the other side of the swamp that we have not yet uncovered. So maybe go and tackle some of that because it is kind of important to show that part off too. I digress. For right now, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed so far. This is ArgonMatrix signing out. Thank you and good night.